Hello and welcome to Interchannel tutorial. In my last video, we discussed about standard access list, which you configure closer to the destination by adding permission rules for that particular host. But today we are going to talk about Interchannel. So before I jump into today's demo, I would like you guys to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you tap the notification bar for you to be notified on my next video. So today's tutorial we are going to talk about Interchannel. What is Interchannel? Interchannel is a port aggregation protocol which helps to bundle or bind many physical links together into a single logical link to ensure higher bandwidth and speed in our switching network. What I'm trying to say in an essence is that you can bundle up to 8 links in a switch network for you to have enough speed and bandwidth switching network. So the next thing is, why do we configure Interchannel? There are two certain reasons why we configured Interchannel. The first reason is to ensure higher speed and bandwidth in the network, so to ensure effective communication or very fast communication in the network. Then the second thing is to ensure redundancy. So to ensure redundancy in the sense that when one link fails, the other ones can take over. So let me now create a scenario. So I have two diagrams here. We have diagram A and diagram B. You can see in my diagram A, I have 3 switches, which is switch A, switch B, and switch C. So each switches are connected together with just a single link. So you can see from switch A is connected to switch B, then from switch B connected to switch C, and from switch C is connected to switch A. You can see a single link is just a gigabit link per second. So if I want to increase the link, if I want to have enough speed and bandwidth, I can double this link or triple. So the maximum number of links we can do together is 8. So let's now compare this diagram A to diagram B. You can see in diagram B, I have 2 links are connected to each switches, right? So from switch A, you can see there are 2 links connected to switch B. Then from switch B, there are 2 links connected to C, and vice versa. We can't compare the speed and bandwidth in diagram B compared to A. You can see there will be enough bandwidth for you to have effective and faster communication in your switching environment. So the next thing is to talk about the types of interchannel. There are 2 types of interchannel. So the first one, we call it PAC-P, which is port aggregation protocol. This is a Cisco proprietary, that is, it only works between Cisco devices. The second one is LAC-P. We call it LAC-P. Then we call it link aggregation control protocol, which is industrial standard. So it can work on Cisco switches, and it can work on any other networking product or vendors. So those are the 2 types of interchannel that we have. So let's now jump into demo by configuring interchannel using Cisco packet tracer. So wait for me for a moment. Let me quickly launch my packet tracer. So here is my packet tracer, Cisco packet tracer 7.2 with a single switching topology. So there are 2 steps or 2 stages for us to configure interchannel. So the first one is we trunk these links by trunking the links. Then the second thing is to configure port channel on those links. So, or you can do it vice versa by configuring the port channel first, then by trunking the port channel you configured. That's how the tool works. So let's now start configuring the interchannel. Let me enter my switch CLI. So here is my first switch, which is switch A. So let me do the basic configuration by configuring the host name and the interface configuration. So enable config T, which is config terminal, then host name, which is a switch 1. So let me enter those links. Let me be very sure before I start to. So you can see on my switch A, the link connected to switch B is FA0/1 and 2. So let me enter those interfaces. Interface range. The reason why I'm using range is because there are two links. So I want to enter the two at a time. So interface range FA0/1 to 2. Then switch port mode trunk. So remember, the first step is to trunk the link. So switch port mode trunk. You enter. Then the second step is to configure the port channel. So by using the command to configure the port channel, we use the command channel -group. I want to configure for the first group. So we can have couple of groups on the switch. So by starting with group 1, or we starting from group 1, 2, 3 and up to 8 or more. So let's say group 1, sorry, incomplete command, group 1. So then the mode, which mode? We have two type of mode. We have auto negotiation, then we have desirable. So I'm using desirable because I don't want my interchannel to negotiate automatically. So I want to do it manually. So mode is desirable. Then channel -protocol. So I'm using the protocol PAC-P. For this demo is PAC-P. We are using Cisco proprietary because we are making use of Cisco devices. PAC-P. So let me save my configuration. Then let me now go back to the second switch, which is switch B or switch 2. So let me click on it and configure interchannel and configure those links too as port channel connected to switch A. So enable config T, host name, switch 2. Then interface range FA0/1 to 2, right? Then switch port mode trunk. Then channel -group 1. I can still configure 1 on this switch because I've not configured interchannel on it before, so I can still make use of 1. So mode is desirable. So channel -protocol PAC-P. So let me save the configuration. So let's go to the third switch, which is switch C here. So I want to configure interchannel for this side connected to switch 2, then for this side connected to switch A. So let's go there. Enable config T, host name is switch 3, then interface range FA0/3 to 4, switch port mode trunk, right? So channel -group 1 mode, I can still use 1 because there is no port channel configured already on switch 3, so I can still use group 1 mode desirable. Then channel -protocol PAC-P, right? So I've configured interchannel for this link here connected to switch A. Then let me configure for the links connected to switch B. So exit. So interface range FA0/5 to 6. Then switch port mode trunk. Then channel -group. So I already have group 1 on switch 3, right? So I can't make use of 1 again. Then I will rather make use of 2. Channel IP group 2 mode desirable. Channel protocol pack P, right? Do right. So let's now see our ether channel configuration. So to check my ether channel configuration, the first one, we can make use of 2 commands. The first one is show ether channel, right? So you can see here I have for group 1, we have group state is L2, right? Layer 2. Then ports, there are 2 ports. So the maximum port we can configure is 8, like I've said earlier. Then port channel, we have 1. Then maximum, we have maximum is channel is 1, right? Then the protocol we are using is pack P. Then the second group is, which is group 2, we have group state is layer 2. Then port channel, we have port is 2, then maximum of 8, then port channel is 1. So and you can see the protocol also is pack P, right? So this is the first command to see or to check the ether channel configuration. Then the second command, we will see enough information about ether channel. So let's see that too. Show ether channel summary. So here you can see we have enough information. So number of channel groups in use, we have 2, right? The number of aggregators, we have 2. Then you can see group, we have 2 groups. Port channel, we have 2 port channel. Then the protocol is pack P. Then you can see the ports that are configured as port channel. We have fast Ethernet 3 and 4. Then we have fast Ethernet 5 and 6. So let's go to switch A and switch B. Switch B again. So let's go there and see the ether channel we have on it. So exit, show ether channel summary. So you can see we only have 1 port channel here, which is connected to switch 2, right? So this link is connected to switch 2. We've not configured for these guys here, which are connected to switch 3. So let's quickly configure for switch the links that are connected to switch 3. So config T interface range FA0/3 to 4, right? Switch port mode trunk. Then channel -group 2 mode desirable. We already have group 1 on it, so we cannot make use of group 1. So we are making use of group 2. The channel protocol pack P. So the reason why you are seeing the red color on the lane is because they are trying to negotiate. So after the negotiation, it will turn to green for effective or done negotiation. Do right. So let's go to switch 2 and see the ether channel on it. Ctrl Z. So show ether channel summary. So you can see we only have 1 port channel, so which is connected to switch 1, right? So we've not configured ether channel for the links that are connected to switch 3. So let's quickly do that. Config T to global mode. Then interface range FA0/5 to 6. Switch port mode trunk. Then channel -group 2 mode desirable. Channel protocol pack P. So let me save the configuration, right? So let's now see our current configuration now on Interchannel. So let's say show Interchannel summary. So you can see now we are having 2 port channel. We have 2 groups. Then the protocol is PAC-P. Then the ports that are configured as Interchannel. So guys, this is where I'm going to draw my curtain. Make sure you follow me on my social media handle. So on LinkedIn we have at Abdulkadir Ademola, then Facebook at Abdulkadir Ademola, Instagram at Quadri Ademola 1993, then Twitter Isiaka Ademola 1. So thank you guys for listening. I will see you guys in my next video.